Premier League is back after the long international break. We have club football proper this weekend. All the big teams, all the fans of each club, Chelsea fans, Manchester United, even though they are playing on Monday, Arsenal is playing in North London derby tomorrow. City are playing Newcastle. It's going to be a very wonderful game of football throughout this weekend. Barcelona is playing their first match at Nou Camp. They're going to play a first match on Nou Camp today. So we talk about the La Liga, the EPL, especially what will happen throughout this weekend. And let's see, after they stay first on the table, they are still first. So is their title to lose currently? Currently, their title to lose. Let's see if they are going to actually go all the way after finishing 3 times in a row, second 3 times in a row. They have a fight on their hand because City and Pep Guardiola is back. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Volt Sports on Volt 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin. Today we'll talk about the EPL. Good morning, John.
Yes, it's a rumpus morning for every citizen out there. We get to do it again. We get to go out there and trash Newcastle this evening. A rumpus morning. I'm super excited, as you can hear from the tone of my voice. It's back. The EPL is back. Yes, out with the national team, in with the
That's
EPL.
your match. That's your match.
The matter is EPL is back. Me, I'm focusing on Serie A because they are breaking my heart in the EPL currently. But again, since we are back on club football, I'm not going to say any other thing than perform. You perform, I come here and I give you kudos. If you're not,
relegation.
We are here for the banter on Monday morning. It's as simple as that. I'm just here for the banter. My team is not relegating, I'm sure of that, but I'm here for the banter.
Relegation incoming for the Irons.
In club football, and let's get going.
You should be ginger. Come on, you Irons. I don't
Come
know
on,
no.
I don't need to talk for the show. We know. The Irons are flying.
We don't know.
The Irons are flying. Do you know what it means to be an Iron? We hammer everybody.
Iron when they wear Madrid jersey, it's fine.
No, it's just in the market in Nigeria. I have to order from London, and
remember, guys, we are live.
Nigerian vendors don't have the jerseys, so I have to order from London. And I'm waiting.
We are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. You can go there, drop your comments. We'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. Go there, join us. Let's join this family. Let's grow that family there on our YouTube channel. We drop videos once in a while there on our YouTube channel. So go and join that family there. Please, when you go there, please subscribe, like, and share any of the video you see them. Okay, the EPL is back, and I'm going to give you the games that happen this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Because Manchester United are playing on Monday because they are not playing any European football. So
you like calm down.
They'll put them on Monday.
Yes.
The Champions League is next week too. Champions League is back and have heavy, big game. Like Chelsea is going to play Barcelona. Arsenal is going to play Bayern Munich in this. This week will just
this week
everywhere.
choke.
We choke everywhere. So, but let's start with this weekend EPL. For today's game, Chelsea is going to play the first game, Burnley versus Chelsea. So Chelsea is going away to Burnley by 1:30. The 4 p.m. Games, Liverpool will play Nottingham Forest. Bournemouth will play West Ham. Wolves, the rock bottom of the Premier League, will play Crystal Palace. And Brighton will play Brentford. Fulham will play Sunderland. Finally, for today, Newcastle will host Manchester City by 6:30 today. It's going to be a huge game for City. If they win it, they close the gap ahead of Arsenal's London derby tomorrow. Talking about Arsenal, for tomorrow's game, Leeds United will play Aston Villa. Arsenal will play the North London derby against Spurs at the Emirates. So it's going to be a huge game for Arsenal. Then on Monday, Manchester United will play Everton. Okay, let's start with the early kickoff. Burnley will play Chelsea. News broke yesterday or day before yesterday that Palmer he was recovering from injury, but he had a home accident, so with a toe home accident, so he's going to be out for 2 or 3 extra weeks for Chelsea. So we're going to be expecting him maybe early Christmas. So he's going to miss the games against Arsenal, Barcelona, and all. But if you look at that game against Burnley are struggling to survive this Premier League. Parker is doing very well, truthfully. You see that he's trying to implement. It's not easy. Company tried it with Burnley. He tried all the style to play very well, but they still relegated. So it's not an easy task for Parker to do. But they are building gradually. But for Chelsea just needs to win this game if they want to continue to challenge for the Premier League. I'll start with you, Nonso. What do you make of that game that will happen today, Burnley versus Chelsea?
It's going to be easy. It's going to be an easy one. I would say easy one way side because I was thinking Burnley will have everything it takes to defend and score, because you're giving us excuses of players not being available. You're giving us excuses of you talk about players not being available and the red card incident in Chelsea and the defense line. You know that defense line, I still have question marks on it, but I said it's going to be easy. It's going to be a one-sided game. I want to see Chelsea go in there and deal with them. But again, I'm seeing the Burnley come up with the win.
John, what do you make of that game today?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game. The most important thing about this game is that Burnley are in a terrible place. When you look at their last 6 games, 2 wins, 4 losses, it's nothing to write home about. The fact that they are sitting a couple of points ahead of West Ham sitting
Just
next
no,
to
put
me.
them at
They
the
are 10 points, 10 points.
10
So
points.
at
Yes.
least
They are goal difference. They use the
ahead.
sitting ahead of us.
They've
Goal
not
difference.
been terrible conceding goals like West Ham have, but you know, it is what it is. I do not see Burnley actually stopping Chelsea in this one, because without Cole Palmer, Chelsea still have a very credible side that can come in here and do the justice that needs to be done. Look at that. If you talk about goals scored, they've been totally outscored. If you talk about points on the table, totally outpointed, if you can use that word. If you talk about form is not in their side in any ways whatsoever. And then you have the added incentive of Chelsea moving up the Premier League table, closing down the points on the leaders at the top of the table. I think it's a good incentive. Now, the question is going to be, which Chelsea is going to turn up today? Is it the Chelsea with the dreaded pairing at the defense that knows how to concede like no man's business? Or is it going to be the Chelsea we saw do well in the Champions League? Which one is going to turn up? So I just feel like Enzo Maresca is a tactical genius, to the sense that he knows what to do to ensure that he picks up all 3 points against this team. And they have the added incentive. So please, just in case you do not know what to do not play those 2 men in the defense. Do not do it. Don't do it.
Which 2 men?
We know them.
Which 2 men? Call
Don't
their
do
name.
it.
Call their name.
It's going to be an interesting game
Because
for Maresca, though.
the matter is an interesting game. We talk about the Chelsea crop of players Chelsea has. Top players all around. Sure, one player with the money they is buy one player for midfield, or 2. Let's say the 2 midfielders Chelsea has at the moment can buy at least half the team Burnley has. You get when you add
all of them.
you know if you buy all of them. You talk about Caicedo and Enzo. That's about 250 million. You cannot buy all the players at Burnley currently, but again, you can buy more than half of those players. Currently, you cannot. I'm telling you the truth, you cannot. Burnley bought a player for about 40 million. If you buy those 4 players,
how many of those players? How many of those players
for 40 something million now? About
how
200
many
something
of
million.
those players?
Wait, now they tell you. I say you can buy more than half of the squad. I know. Carry water for mouth. Talk am.
Chelsea squad right now can buy Burnley 2 times.
I mean Chelsea 2 midfielders.
Talk about the 2 midfielders.
The 2 midfielders Chelsea had Enzo and Caicedo can buy more than half of the squad, which tells you that Chelsea has enough quality on their side than Burnley. But that's the excuse Remo Star gave. They are technically more advanced. Those excuses don't work in the Premier League. You can see it for sure. It doesn't work in the Premier League. You talk about those excuses. Bournemouth played a very tough game against Liverpool. Crystal Palace have been dealing with Liverpool, and yet Crystal Palace has. No, not talk about the price tag of. So for me, it's not about the price tag of the players you have. It's not about the quantity of players you have or the quality of players you have. If Burnley comes out to say we are here for the win, it's over. Now tough money they go. Now tough. I know. I'm not going to take credit away from Chelsea, Maresca, and the rest of them. They're a good side. Midfield is okay. Defense is not really fantastic, but it's okay. The attack is not still finding ways to score goals, which is where Chelsea still has the problem, because the midfield is not creating enough. So the attack doesn't have a way to score goals, except for maybe Pedro Neto and maybe some of the wingers doing some of the magic. That's where I felt like Burnley in this one. But even if I want them to lose, but I still feel like they still have a win in this game.
I just want to come back and call your attention to something, right? We are talking about this Chelsea against their compares in the EPL are, let me say, the least position right now, which means that for all the money spent on that team, they haven't gotten a good return for that.
If Chelsea wins today's game before Arsenal plays and City plays, they will be 3 points behind Arsenal. They will move second. Chelsea is in third now with 20 points. Arsenal is first with 26 points. If they win this particular game, they will move to second position, just 3 points away from Arsenal, which Arsenal might still drop off points tomorrow. And if City might drop off,
I agree with you. But in
today.
this encounter, Chelsea in a winning position in this encounter is not solid, because they've dropped 8 points from a winning position in the EPL this season.
So
which
why
gives
can't Burnley pick up the
Burnley
points?
the ability to, even when you go 1 goal down, you can at least fight back into the game and ensure that you get something from this encounter.
Now you are backing my point, which means it's going to be very easy, very tough.
Okay, let's see what happens in that
very
game. Chelsea will go against Burnley today. Chelsea, if they win this game, as I just said, they are going to just go 3 points behind Arsenal. So they will need to fight once they win this game, they put more pressure on City and Arsenal, who plays later today, and Arsenal playing tomorrow. So it's going to be an interesting game for Chelsea. Palmer is out, but Maresca was comparing him like Palmer is like Haaland to City, like Salah to Liverpool. So he's talking about how important Palmer is to the team, and what he's actually saying that probably if Palmer is in the team, maybe Chelsea probably will have been somewhere maybe second position, maybe more few points, but
with the penalties when they score,
let's see. But let's get a prediction for that game. Who wins in that game, and what's your scoreline?
Narrow Chelsea win. Narrow
Chelsea win. Draw 1-1.
Okay, 1-1. Okay, let's move over to the other games. Liverpool play Nottingham Forest. And Slotworth has been talking to the press about Isak. Isak played the 2 friendly games, even though he came off from the bench and played about 15 minutes in both games. He's not fully fit, but he's still trying a way to make all Isak work at Liverpool. He scored only 1 goal in, I think 2 goals, one in Champions League and one in the Carabao Cup. So just 2 goals he has scored for Liverpool. He have not scored in the Premier League, and we are already in match day 9 in the Premier League. He have not even scored. We are match day 11 in the Premier League, and he has not even scored a Premier League goal for Liverpool. But they are going to play Nottingham Forest, and Nottingham Forest is trying to survive. They brought in a new coach that is trying to survive too. They have 9 points on the table, talking about Nottingham Forest, but Liverpool is way off top 4. They are somewhere in 8th position. Even Manchester United are ahead of them. They need to start picking up, but Nottingham Forest at Anfield is a good way to pick up, and their goalkeeper is back.
Forest have done it before.
Last year, last year they shot
that Forest, no be this Forest. That Forest different. This is a jungle.
They collected 4 points from
Forest
Liverpool.
have done it before, yes, and they can do it again.
This is Bad at its peak.
It's not about Bad Belly.
Forest has done it before. They can do it.
It's not about Bad Belly. I'm stating the obvious one.
Liverpool coming into a season from
Liverpool lost their last game before the international break.
Let me come into a season from international break. It's always
who did they play last?
They played City now 3-0.
Okay, yes, City beat them 3-0. Okay.
Use them do toothpick.
But Nottingham Forest are actually the new coach has been trying. Actually,
waiting they try now. He win the first match against Porto. Since then, everything don't do.
He collected 3 points and 4 points.
He's been winning this game now. What are you telling me?
He drew against Manchester United. Because of the we are back. They can't play draw 2-2 draw. Now they don't come back.
He beat your Daniel Fake 3-1.
Fake na at least United now.
He collected 3 points in that encounter.
Daniel Fake, I don't talk him before, and I'll say it again. I said it before, but he's a good coach when bringing teams from Championship to the Premier League. But he's always finding it difficult staying in the Prem. Look at the 2 records he has at Norwich City. Look at the record he had at the other place he went to. He can get it from promotion.
Let's talk about Liverpool, please.
So, but again, Sean is done. All of them establish a point saying he don't do it for Nottingham Forest. In total games.
I say in the try. I don't say they do
2 games.
In the try.
Well, he don't try because in 5 games, 2 wins in 5 games, 2 wins and a draw in 5 games. It's a good record for a manager who just came into a side like Nottingham Forest. But playing against the Liverpool side, who are I'll say consistently inconsistent this season, it's going to be tough to say that the Sean Dyche is going to come up with a win. It's a clear-cut demolition for Liverpool.
Okay, John, who wins in this game?
For me, I'm going to call it a draw, basically, because let's not come here and act as if let me say
nobody's telling you Anfield is a fortress.
No, but let's not come here and act as if Anfield is such a fortress as it is. Let's not come here and say as if Liverpool defense have not been bumbling like bumblebees so far this season, because they've been bumbling. They've been conceding careless goal. Van Dijk has been a shadow of himself. Same for Konate. Maybe it's the Kool-Aid that Real Madrid are offering him that is making his head swell. But that it is what it is. And then going forward, let's not come here and act as if the guy who should have been the main man for the Liverpool side this season doesn't know where the goalpost is. And let's not also act as if blending both of them in the attack has been working, because it hasn't been working. It hasn't been working, and then the talisman at the side, who should be Mo Salah, coming in after doing 29. I can't even call Mo Salah or blame Mo Salah because he had a phenomenal season. And everybody who has a phenomenal season always suffer a drop off, or if not, go and ask Arsenal wingers last season how market after scoring the likes of 19, 18 goals, and last season none of them got up to 9 goals, man. So let's not come here and cap. So in this encounter, see, I'm calling a draw. I believe the Nottingham Forest side under Sean Dyche has what it takes to give these guys the dose they gave them last season. Let's see how it goes, because the man hasn't come and brought anything new. He's come and maintained the same standards from
Nottingham Forest.
Santo.
Let's see how it goes. Of no. It's not the same Nottingham Forest we are seeing now. This one Nottingham Bush.
Okay, well, let's see. It's going to be an interesting game. Liverpool will play Nottingham Forest by 4 p.m. today. Liverpool needs to start winning. In the last 5 games, they have lost 4 and won only 1 in the last 5 games. For Liverpool, they are somewhere in 8th position, just below Manchester United, who have struggled in the start of the season. That Manchester United are ahead of them. Liverpool are the defending champions. If they need to challenge, obviously it's going to be hard for them to win the league, except something happens with Chelsea, Arsenal, and City.
The main thing is they should play their guy. Yeah. That man you did it last season with Højlund.
My own is that
play the guy. Simple.
Until they start picking up points. Until then, Liverpool is still struggling. As I said something dramatic happens to these 3 teams: Chelsea, Arsenal, and Manchester City. Liverpool will win their games and probably defend their title. But for now, it's looking like a far journey for them. But let them start picking up points against Nottingham Forest today. Then we'll talk about title challenge later on, maybe January. Let's see where they will finish. Okay, the other game that will happen by 4 p.m. Bournemouth to play West Ham. Who wins in that game?
Then they ask questions. They want me. Iraola, and Doni.
No, say I expected anything to happen dramatic to happen for West Ham. Probably somehow to win. Bournemouth is strong this season, though. They are strong. They expect Nuno to do something for you to win.
They are strong. They're for top 4.
They did nice now.
They are where they did
last
season.
18 points.
You where you
did?
Where you did?
See the time. Their 4th is 19th position, which is Sunderland. 18th Spurs. 6th is Aston Villa, 18 points. Manchester United, 18 points. Liverpool, 18 points. Bournemouth is 18
points. Same point with Liverpool.
They've considered more goals than they've scored in 18 points.
Your own
They've considered more goals than they've scored. Me, I'm losing matches. You say Bournemouth is winning.
You consider 23. They've considered 18.
Yes. Let's go back there. And now I have a striker who is not functioning. No matter how you want to shout.
Callum Wilson.
It's leaving this January.
They go this January. Sure, that's I told you. Go and get me Hendrick.
I saw that news.
Go and get me Hendrick. And the worst part is, he's leaving January. Fulkrug is leaving January. Please go.
Fulkrug, yes, it's Fulkrug I'm talking about.
It's Fulkrug that is going, not Callum Wilson.
Fulkrug is leaving January. No, Callum Wilson is
not Callum Wilson.
Callum is
the iron that is holding that stadium. He cannot move.
And his agent has made contact with that club.
Yeah, they are leaving this Fulkrug I'm talking about.
Callum is being rumored.
It's not rumored.
There is no rumor. Callum.
Please go.
Callum is the Gibraltar only West Ham. He cannot go anywhere.
Okay. But again, in this game, it's going to be tough.
Who wins in that game?
It's going to be tough to call a winner, but I feel like West Ham should have a point in the game.
That's so.
John will support Bournemouth because of so that he can batter on.
Bournemouth is winning 3-0.
Wolves are in a
I'll surprise you. I'll come here and surprise you on Monday.
Wolves are in a very difficult situation in the EPL. They sacked their coach. They have a new coach now. Let's see if the new coach Bounce will touch them. What does new coach Gara will touch the Wolves?
No honeymoon for him.
Let's see. They are going to play Crystal Palace by 4 p.m. Who wins in that game?
Now, getting in the former manager for Middlesbrough, Edwards, is a good move. Edwards is a good manager. Even if I won't say he's not the best.
Who wins in that one?
It is Crystal Palace, my brother. No honeymoon for Wolves. No honeymoon.
You can lose one and bounce back after 3 or 4 games. So Crystal Palace for this one, I hate to agree with him, but it could end in a draw. It could be a Crystal Palace win.
Crystal Palace winning Mateta. It
could end in a draw.
Mateta scored again in the international break. So and he's been scoring for Crystal Palace. He's obviously going to go to the World Cup if he continues the way he's playing. He's going to be 29.
Who will gain one day there?
Mbappe is there now.
Mbappe go there for this side.
Go. So they get thing about France that they always produce strikers somehow. But let's see how it's going to work out for them. But Wolves is going to play Crystal Palace. Hopefully, Wolves start picking up points. They have a new coach in Edward, a former Middlesbrough. He was coaching Middlesbrough in Division 2. They brought him to the Premier League to try and save Wolves. they are struggling to win games in this Premier League. I don't even think they have won a Premier League game this season.
Go check it now.
No, not won a game in 11 games.
They have 2 points.
The 11 games, there are 2 draws and 9 losses. So they have not even won a single game. They are only team that have not won a game in the Premier League. That is very, very poor from Wolves. Okay, Brighton will play Brentford, 2 middle table team. Who wins in that game?
I would like to say it's a draw because I'm not seeing anybody cancelling the other out and getting ahead.
Plenty cancelling out, please. Plenty of cancelling out. Brighton. But again, Long Throw FC is going to find a way to get their goal.
Brentford, straight up.
Okay, let's see.
I like Chris Andrews, but again, I'm just saying Fabian as one of the managers that is smarter.
Okay, Fulham will play the dark. Let's call them the dark horse this season.
The dark horses now.
The surprise of the season, Sunderland. Even though they are started making moves to bring in midfielders and Gondozi in January, so they are even flying ahead. So they are way ahead of all the other middle teams in the Premier League. They are already planning the squad for January to bring in a couple of players to consolidate what they are doing. But they are going away to Fulham. Fulham is like a mini Nigerian because Chukwueze is there, Basi is there, and Iwobi is there. 3 of our Nigerian Super Eagles players are playing for Fulham. But Sunderland are strong. They got a draw against Arsenal. That final minute, Bobby scored the final minute goal to get a point against Arsenal in the Stadium of Light. They are going away to Fulham. Who wins in this game? For me, I'll just say Sunderland. I'll let this one because Sunderland has actually been.
I think it's going to end in a draw.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed with Sunderland.
It's going to end in a draw.
I doubt it's going to end in
a draw. No worry. Fulham has not been steady in recent games. They've been winning a couple and lost a couple towards last minute. And all thanks to Sunderland, I think the game against Chelsea, the 20 minutes hold-up play by Brian Bobby to get the assist against Chelsea, to get them the win. And again, the fantastic play against Arsenal to get a draw against Arsenal, to share the point. It's the Fulham side that has lost a couple of games in recent games. I think they've lost 3 of their last 5 games. If I remember correctly, they've lost 3 of their last 5 games. So it's going to be tough for them to just continue to lose like that. They will find a way to just kick back and perhaps say, we're coming back on top of this game. And Sunderland is just that opponent for them to just get that point from.
Fulham need to start picking up points. They have 11 points, just 1 point ahead of relegation. So if they lose this one and somehow West Ham and Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, West Ham and Burnley get a point, they will drop to the relegation zone. So Fulham need to start getting up points, but they are going to play flying Sunderland by 4 p.m. But let's see how that game will pan out. Okay, the final game for today is Newcastle will play Manchester City. Pep Guardiola said that he's back, and the last 2 games he has been showing why he's back. He won the last 2 games and trashed Liverpool before the international break. He goes to nil. But they have
concern me now. Under 19 they no be Liverpool.
They have a Newcastle that are playing. Newcastle is also in a very, very tough situation. They have 12 points, just 2 points ahead of relegation zone. So they need to win, and they are always strong at home. But after all the agar-agar in the first maybe 60 minutes, somehow they drop off and start conceding goals.
Same thing with Man City.
So, but let's see. If you look at this game, Haaland is obviously a player to watch out for. He has scored 14 Premier League goals this season. Haaland, when they talk about scoring goals, Haaland can just have maybe 4 touches in the game and score with 1.
Okay.
He's a fantastic player. He does not need to do much, just score goals. But if you look at that game also, Newcastle are strong at home as St. Jesse's Park. But do you think they can surprise City, or do you truly is City back?
Dan Burn, Tonali, Gimiresh. These are players that could shut down any of the City attack and midfield. Tonali alone in that midfield is a player that you are sure he has everything in his pack to just get the games forward or get the passes forward. Then again, the player job is always hyping. But now he go score now. He go score. He go score. He must score.
Because they had that guy.
They had that guy anyway. But Made, he go score now. Now Newcastle for the win. Because I don't see Newcastle for the win, but just like that midfield.
Because in the support,
but Made score against West Ham.
Yeah,
but Made against every other team.
In the support, make West Ham lose. So you have to support Newcastle.
So that on Monday, if they banter, we banter with respect. With respect of both of us losing. You know, if I lose and John lose, you get to how the debate they go. The debate they go as
it goes start for the
so now see Forget that Liverpool, Man City said, manager said, Pep say, we are back.
Yeah.
We are back. You are back now because you don't win a couple of games. You know, now waiting this person, Man U fans talk too. After they win 2 games, we are back. They can't play 2 draws.
Okay, John, how do you see your team play?
Yes, first and foremost, let's just put things in perspective.
So.
The living legend up front leading the line for Manchester City is on 32 goals
this season, yeah,
in 20 games. That means he has eclipsed his number from his first season and eclipsed his number from last season, which also means he's on track to do 100 goals this season. So let's just put that one side. That's just the in our review mirror. Talking about this game now, I just want to, I don't want to talk too much. I just want to come and say the facts. Manchester City have won 12 Premier League away games against Newcastle and is the joint most away victory against an opponent in the competition, also 12 versus Everton. So I'm not even worried. I'm going to be sipping my ties and I'm going to be watching this game because I know we are going to win it.
Okay.
If the man says he's back, the team is back. Who am I? Bro, we are going to beat Newcastle. It's going to be a drubbing. It's going to be a drubbing.
Okay.
Blowout.
I said a drubbing, bro.
Okay,
let's see. It's going to be an interesting game. Newcastle are strong. Pep was talking to the press. Part of the thing he talked about is the goalkeeper situation. Trafford, because rumors that Trafford wants to leave January if he wants to make the English squad. But he said that they have 2 top goalkeepers. Donnarumma is going. Everybody knows that once they bought Donnarumma, it's going to be very, very hard for Trafford to play games because Donnarumma is one of the best goalkeepers in the whole world. He's the captain of the Italian national team, so that's how good he is. Yes, he played a vital role for PSG to win the Champions League. Started playing at 18 for AC Milan. You see, that guy has been on form since his whole life. Won the Champions League, now he's at City. So but let's see how Trafford is going to fare throughout the season. If he's going to leave January, if he wants to play the World Cup truthfully, he needs to start playing. Even if he's go back to Burnley and start playing.
Even if you want to play the World Cup.
Can we come and just be honest for a second? You are not benching Pickford for England.
Yeah,
let's not come here and cap, please.
It's not about capping.
You're not benching. You're not benching
call up
Pickford.
now. If you say you call up, you collect medal.
Yeah, I mean maybe just call
up. Everybody's searching for call up.
If they play. And
wait, no, when they come,
people come pick up injury after the first game. You go just enter, shine.
Go Euros. Where they hype. They call up for England team. How many matches did he play? Not be bench sit down throughout.
Okay,
so it's about just making the team. Not even about playing the World Cup, but making the team.
But let's say that game work
it's okay for your CV. And what if this CV now, England will win the World Cup? So
maybe
England will win the World Cup. Because they make you no go. You go tell me that I go show you, even if you don't play match like Obama for Man City Champions League, we go show you I won Champions League with Man City.
Okay, let's see. It's going to be an interesting game. Newcastle is going to play Manchester City. John just saying they have been winning at St. James's Park recently, but let's see if they are going to do it today. History is kind to Liverpool, kind to Man City in this game, but anything can happen in football. Okay, let's move on to the Sunday games that will happen in the English Premier League. Leeds United will play Aston Villa. Who wins in that game?
Villa.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, it's not giving me joy.
Okay,
Daniel is not giving me joy at all, so I'll just stick with 9 for now.
Let's talk about the North London derby. It's going to be an interesting game for Arsenal. Arsenal is first on the table. They have lost only 1 game this season against Liverpool. That fantastic free kick by Szoboszlai to win that game for Liverpool. Apart from that, Arsenal have not lost any other game. They have only conceded 2 goals just in this last game. They conceded 2 goals against Sunderland. They almost won it. They conceded that goal in the final minute of that game. But North London derby has been fair to Arsenal in recent years. In the past 2 years, they have been winning, especially at the Emirates. But Arsenal is strong. Even though that Madueke tweeted yesterday that it's good to be back, but I don't know if it's going to be in this squad. But everybody is expecting to be in the squad for Chelsea, the final game of the month. But Nottingham is strong. Frank has built. They are first. They are in first seed. They are building very well. But Arsenal is pushing to win the league. If they need to win, keep winning these kind of games. Because if you probably draw or lose this game, you are just a couple of points. City is just a couple of points behind you people, and Chelsea too. Chelsea wins. Chelsea have his 3 points behind you. If City wins, 1 point behind Arsenal before they played that game, so a lot of pressure. But if you look at that game, North London derby, what do you think will happen in that game?
Okay, for the first time, the North London derby is more of a derby, Tottenham versus Chelsea, than Arsenal versus Tottenham. Because in class, Arsenal have outclassed these guys. These guys are just like, let me say, what will I say, the strugglers right now in this competition. 72 wins, 50 draws, skews the whole derby in favor of Arsenal. Now, coming and looking at running form now so far this season, Arsenal in a better form than Tottenham.
Obviously.
If you come and look at who is going to do the demolishing on the day, Tottenham's attack is in total disarray.
Yeah, you thought so.
Tottenham's attack is in
disagree.
pure total disarray.
Which attack they don't score?
Thank you.
They score goal.
Thank you.
Cannot even hold that a certain.
You don't mean that they score goals. The attack,
Martinez,
they score goals.
Martinez cannot hold down.
Oh, wow.
No matter how you tell me, no matter how you say Tottenham attack are in disarray, that same attack they score goals. They won 5 games.
That attack has not scored in 4 of their last 5 games.
They've scored 5. They've won 9 games. That attack, that front 3, it's always finding a way to score goals. It's only finding a way to create chances. If you say the attack is not scoring goals, Arsenal have been depending on their bench players for recent games. The other game it was Gabriel that scored. The other one it was Trossard that came in from the bench and scored. The other one it was Martinelli. So if you're talking about a team that has an attack in disarray, you should talk about Arsenal, not Tottenham Hotspur. People who start in the front 3 for Tottenham have been scoring goals. People who start in the front 3 for Arsenal has not been. You come in and you have a set piece and your defender is scoring goals for you and you tell me your attack is okay. In this game, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a very tough game. You have a team, you have an Arsenal team who is in form of their life, and you have a Tottenham team who is also looking for, we want to salvage something out of this season. Either top 4 finish or an FA Cup finish or something. We just want to salvage something out of this season and prove that, okay, fine, no matter that I've been in Brentford for 6 years or so, I am a top manager. That's the manager you have at Tottenham right now. Manager who wants to prove he's one of the top managers in the world.
Okay.
So he has a lot. He has a lot on his back and a lot of fire pushing him forward.
Not London derby is always going to be an interesting
it's
game.
It's going to be a cracker,
especially for Arsenal, and they are playing at home. But anything can happen in football. Spurs can go there and win. But in the last 5 games for Arsenal have won 4 and drawn 1 against Sunderland in the last game. For Spurs, in the last 5 games they have won 2, lost 2, and drawn 1. So it's going to be an interesting game. Jesus is back from injury, but I know it's going to take him a couple of weeks for him to be match fit. As I said again, Matt Weker just tweeted yesterday that he's good to be back.
The target on the grass right now.
Yeah, his target was always been Chelsea, but let's see if he's going to make that squad. Odegaard is still out. You're correct, did not play the international break. He was out before the international break. I don't know if he's going to be